Hello, students and traders. Welcome to another session of the EURUSD Analysis with FX kind of Panzy. This morning we'll be looking at the Euro US dollar, and as always, I like to start from the monthly, from the higher time frame all the way down to the lower time frame, so we see what the market is doing. All right, real quick. On the monthly, we see that this market is still in the um, the two PB down. So this is one, there's a pullback, and then this is two pullback. We've been expecting market to come right into this zone for a while now. We're waiting to see prices push all the way. In the past 2 months, it has moved aggressively towards it. This was February, sorry, this was March, and this was April. Market has come a number of pips shy of our zone. Let's see if to be able to break into that zone, and hopefully we'll begin to see some reversals from that level. Okay, so our monthly is still in place, and we'll hold it at that. So let's look at the weekly now. On the weekly, what do we see? On the weekly, we have seen prices do some back and forth. uh, Last time we shared analysis, price was in this zone, pushing out from here. Now we have seen prices come all the way back. Now we're expecting to see prices come and sorry, we're expecting to see prices come all the way down to the zone here. Okay, and expecting to see reversal here, but that did not happen. Rather, price crashed through it and giving us reasons to look bullish now, as it appears to be aiming towards the monthly zone. Okay, so we'll just know that here for the weekly we have a change in perspective. We are now going all the way bullish, and our zone will be here. Let me see. Okay, our zone is here. For the weekly, our zone is all the way down here. So in the event we see a pullback, maybe some reversal here to drive prices higher up, or maybe price will just respond to the higher time frame bias of the monthly and then get into the zone and begin to push prices all the way down. Let me grab my pen so I can make notes of what I'm saying. So on the Monday, we want to see prices come into this zone and from there go all the way down. Now on the weekly, we're expecting prices to come into this zone here and from here reverse. A lot of prices has done otherwise and broke through it, and we have reasons to believe that the aim of that break is to drive prices all the way into the monthly zone here, and from there we look to see prices go bearish, following which will be willing to jump on them as they move. All right, so that's the monthly analysis, and for those, sorry, that's the weekly. And for the weekly, I'd say we are one PB up after two down. So this would be a quick change here. Sorry, let me adjust my notes. One PB up after two. All right, next time frame we'll be looking at will be the daily. Now on the daily, what do we have? We can see that prices kept moving. Last time we put out analysis on this, we were somewhere around here, expecting prices to come down and then break through going upwards. Okay, but that didn't happen. Rather, prices continued going bearish, making lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower low. All of a sudden, it breaks bullish, taking out this level, and then our bias shifted bullish. That was why we had this zone down here. It was our zone to start the bullish bullish push or bullish climb, and we can see very clearly, let's take this off, how market has responded to that bullishness. Okay, it went up, came down right into our zone, and from there reversed, went all the way up, and has continued to push bullish from that time, and has come all the way to this point. So from here, we will now check how far has it gone. This is one, pullback two, pullback three, pullback four, pullback five. So we have 5 PB up on the daily. So I'll just take that down now. 5 PB up. All right, so 5 PB up, and I'd want to move my daily to this point. Okay, now we can see very clearly that this is our zone. a minute here. We can see prices in our daily zone has pulled back into the zone, and we're expecting to see some signs of reversal. We already seen them. You can see price has gotten in and is pulling back today. Okay. So we would expect to see prices move on the way up, targeting daily liquidity up here. And once that is done, it coincides with weekly liquidity, and that should take us all the way into a weekly zone, a weekly zone up here. Okay, so that's what we're looking at now. So we'll go to the lower time frame and look at how we can look for a possibility of catching this move just as it begins to set up, so we can catch the ride and be on the roller coaster going up. Okay, so that's it for the daily. Daily we have 5 PB up and we're still looking bullish. All right, next time frame we'll have to look at will be the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, what do we see? On the 4 hour, what do we see? I should like to take out all of this. No. So what I want. So what I want. So what I want. Just what I want. Okay. To select all of this. So I'm selecting. Okay, I'll leave that for now. I'll clean up the charts later. All right. So here we are on the 4 hour, and we're asking ourselves, what is this chart doing? What's the market doing? All right. So we can see from here. Why am I not able to select these things? Good. Great. All right. So we can see that the 4 hour was going bearish and then all of a sudden switched bullish at this point. So we saw bearish movements, pullback, bearish pullback, deep pullback. We're expecting a pullback to this zone and further lower levels, but instead the market broke through it at this point and began to give us reasons to go bullish. This is 1 PB up pullback, and this is 2, and a pullback, and this is 3 PB up, pullback 4. So we have 4 PB up on the 4 hour. Okay. Sorry, I'm using a small screen, so I have to struggle for space. Okay, so I come here and we have 4 PB up. 4 PB. A 4 PB up on the 4 hour. And then now we want to identify a zone on the 4 hour zone. Remember, there's a possibility of a confluence of zones. Okay, so for the 4 hour, I see my 4 hour zone here. So I'm going to refine the daily to reflect the 4 hour. So this will now be daily refined to 4 hour. Okay. All right, so that's the 4 hours. So now we can see very clearly that the market has dipped into a zone and had a quick pullback here on this candle. And it's like coming for a retest of that zone. And we will expect that zone to hold, expect that level to hold, and from there begin to see, hope to see prices drive all the way up towards liquidity above here. Now this coincides as 4 hour liquidity, daily liquidity, as well as weekly liquidity. It takes out this and it heads all the way towards our weekly zone up here. All right, so that's what it looks like on the 4 hour. We're expecting to see proper reversals and the bullishness to kick in effectively. Okay, so when that will move down to the 1 hour, let's see if we can find what we're looking for. And here we are with our zone. Okay, now for the 1 hour, it's looking a bit confusing in the sense that the market had to break. Okay, let me do it this way. The 1 hour came from this point, pulled back into this, and went all the way higher. Okay, now coming back down, we're expecting to see prices. Give me a second. Okay, all right. So coming back down, we expect to see prices come into our zone, and that zone is somewhere around here. And that has happened because the pullback before that push, I think it comes from, looks like it's here. Uh, let's see. Okay, so here is our zone right here. Okay, oh, and then we'll mark it out. I like to mark that zone. So there goes our 1 hour zone. But unfortunately, what did the market do? Market had to break through the 1 hour zone in order to get into the 4 hour zone and the daily zone line below here. So in the event of this, or rather with this occurrence, we have seen price push up again out of the zone above our 1 hour zone, and it gives us a sign that the bullishness is about to kick in. I would not be very quick. Now, it's the 1 hour is looking bearish actually, and we should have a zone up here. So we should expecting to see reversals come here and then go all the way down. But I will not be so quick to call the bears in on the 1 hour. I'd rather hold on to this bullish perspective from the 4 hour and the daily as well as the weekly. And I expect to see prices begin to form the upward stairway, creating higher highs and higher lows, and eventually taking us towards our liquidity levels up here. Remember, the smaller time frames always respond to the higher time frames. Market moves the smaller time frames to correspond and form the bias and movement on the higher time frames. So because of that, I'd want to hold my I want to wait to see how this plays out. I would say I'll be watching for maybe a break above this level, and if I find a break above this level, I will look for an opportunity to go long on this market, even though the 1 hour is looking bearish, because at this point in time I am trading in the direction of the higher time frame, which is the daily and the 4 hour as well as the weekly. Okay, but in the event the prices choose to go lower, we would look to see, perhaps look to see prices come all the way down to weekly zone, uh maybe all the way down to the weekly zone here, down here, and then from there look to see reversals towards this point. But whatever is what, I want to still hold on to my to the bullish bias of the 4 hour and of the daily, while also watching closely the seemingly bearish bias of the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so with that, I'll move to a lower time frame of the 15 minutes. That's because I am interested in catching a trade on this move. Or better still, I'll just wait to see the break above here. Once I get the break above here, then I will go to the lower time frame and look to catch some trades on this move. All right, guys, so that's the much we can take on our analysis of the Euro US dollar this morning. I hope you like it. I hope it makes sense. I hope it helps you in your trading this morning. Go out and have an amazing, amazing trading day today. All right, guys. Here I have to leave you and love you. It's FX Panzy, and I'm out.